Hello. Okay, got me. We have a special guest here tonight. He wasn't supposed to walk up until I'd introduced him, but there you go. He's a long-standing KCC friend, often at our conventions. When he isn't performing loudly, he's either taking part or just sitting quietly with his family, taking it all in. If you've had children in your care over the past 20 years, you would have listened to this man's songs at home, in the car, and just about anywhere else that music can be played. Otherwise, if you haven't had children in your care, you may have heard him occasionally in Sydney at least, on ABC Radio 702. His gift of putting biblical truth to fun music means that his songs aren't easily forgotten. I personally know a prominent medical professor who testifies to the fact that he passed a preliminary theological certificate exam solely on the basis of the Bible references that he could remember by humming this man's songs.
Actually, can I say, Jonathan, you can pass the preliminary medical exams by knowing Father Abraham.
Yeah, very good. Please welcome Colin Buchanan.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much, and it's a great pleasure to be here and a great honour, and it's wonderful to share the stage with a man who's written so many songs too, who's our visitor, Bob Coughlin from Drops. And I have noticed over the recent years how a lot of songs have had familiar words, not Bob's, but others. And I've realised there is a trend where we take the old hymns and we put new music to them. So I did think, since we have a lot of Christian leaders here, I would showcase a few, I thought, turn that on its head. Let's put some new words to the old tunes. So I've borrowed a music stand here. Just I don't know whose it is, but they're pretty precious about their stands, I tell you. But, all right. So I will need my goggles for this, and this is purpose-built for today. The theme is the church. The room's too hot, the seats are hard. The music isn't right. The band's too loud, too young, too old. And I can't sing that high. The prayers go on and on too long. The notices too brief. They rostered me for creche again, and I was on last week. Oh, for $1,000 in the plate. Well, wouldn't that be great? Well, wouldn't that be great? That's only 300 caramel flat whites. I got a laugh out of it, so it was worth it just for that. The budget took a blow, the bank account is low, the flowers may have to go, the giving has been low. How are we meant to sing when Daryl's on the desk? Verse 2 is where verse 3 should be. The PowerPoint's a mess. The lines flick back and forth. The slides fly to and fro. He put up, turn your mobiles off, whereas the deer should go. When our minister is preaching stories... sorry. It is a new song. It was written today. when our minister is preaching. All the usual bits are there. Stories of his kids' athletics. Badger's quote from Narnia. Chapo used to love to tell us. Where am I? Yeah, lots of things. In Sydney, there's a dozen men who can't preach. Sorry, who can preach past 20 minutes? And brother, you're not one of them. He used to say that. What a friend we have in Jesus. He's the center of community. Blows away all the distractions with his simple follow me. Pray forgiveness for forgetting. Walk together by his side. Grace will gather Jesus' people, his church, beloved holy bride. Thank you. You know, it's interesting, clawing away some of the extras and finding Jesus again is so, it's a battle for Christians sometimes, for us. And it's a battle for unbelievers to claw away all those trappings as well sometimes and just encounter Christ. So I wrote this song for a fellow who I think didn't like church and Christians, but I think he would have surprised himself if he'd actually encountered Jesus, if he'd walked onto the building site and had Smoko with him. So that's where this song came from. Well, if you like campfires and breathing in the salt air, and if you like timber when it's worked by hand, then you can tell. If you like taking risks and calling it the way you see it, courage that looks you in the eye and lays the ugly truth right there on the line. Well, you'd like Jesus. You'd like Jesus. He's as real as dusty feet and working hands. You'd like Jesus. If you like strangers who'll stick up for the little guy. If you hate make-believe religion that's all a great big fat charade. If you like courage that's strong as thunder but tender as a tear beside a brother's grave. You'd like Jesus. You'd like Jesus. He's as real as dusty feet and working hands. You'd like Jesus. Well, if you like honesty that top to bottom walks the line. If you like leaders who risk a bullet right there in the trenches. If you know your own heart won't cut it with a holy God. Well, I'm with you, brother. I think we're onto something right here. You'd like Jesus. You'd like Jesus. He's as real as dusty feet and working hands. you'd like Jesus. Well, please don't think that sandal guy, right? Don't think fluffy bar lambs and halos and blow-dried beards. He's no Nigel, no friends, begging everyone to be his mate. He's powerful and he's merciful and he's really, really great. You'd like Jesus. He's everything he said he was. He's as real as linen in an empty tomb. You'd like Jesus. He's still living, you know, still living, still getting down to business, still shooting straight and true. In fact, I think the big question is, what does Jesus think of you?
Thanks, mate. It's a great